good? Alright, so what's up, y'all? Peace, YouTube world. I said that I'm gonna start getting a little more, active, try to connect some of the dots between me and, the general public, man, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the life aspect, because a lot of y'all know Life is Serious, the brand, you know what I'm saying? We got Life is Serious, the movie. The club movie's out right now. If you ain't already check it out on my YouTube, but we just gonna chop it up, you know what I'm saying, on some real life shit. So this story, because people be asking me questions in interviews and stuff like, yo, did you go through some crazy shit when you was locked up in Cali? Like, what's Cali jail like? And all type of shit. So, I'm gonna tell y'all this story of right before I had to leave, right? And when basically I got allegedly jumped, and I had to fight like a 6'9", 260 type motherfucker, right? So boom. So as you know, we smoke, big Doty wherever we at, you know what I'm saying? Big Za, you know what I'm saying? Big gumbo for you dumbos, you know what I'm saying? This is probably a gram even in the roach, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we coming. So, and I do still kill roaches like I live in the project. But I was smoking in jail too, you know what I'm saying? So, you would do things like, you get, I'm gonna buy them food, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you're gonna have your peoples, send cash apps to people and all that. Nah, I'm gonna just get what you want in food, you know what I'm saying? I'm just pay them food like that, right? So, this is one little scrawny dude from Frisco. Slimy little guy. This nigga actually supposedly had robbed the Mexicans for this pack that came in, right? He was supposed to be splitting or some shit. He act like it never came. You know what I'm saying? And just, I don't care, whatever. I gotta smoke, right? So I did a deal with him by like $50 worth of, weed on it, right? So I got the weed, told him, on Monday, when store comes, you just get what you want, boom. So this big goofy nigga comes in yelling and beating on his chest. Oh, crazy Godzilla, gorilla acting ass nigga, right? Gets locked down the first day yelling with police about how he's a gangster and all this other shit. Every other word out this man's mouth was, I'm a gangster, right? Like, it was crazy. It was like, yo, who is this guy type shit, right? Like I was just avoiding that motherfucker, right? Because in my mind, there's a protocol with the way we deal with what you call PCs, you know what I'm saying? Or people that, you're the type of person that's gonna roll it up. You're gonna go to protective custody, you're gonna tell on somebody, you're gonna do all of that. So if I know you're gonna do that eventually, I don't want no interaction with you. They're not gonna be able to say, oh, that was Jersey's man, you know what I'm saying? Or that was Jones' homie. Like, nah, he was kicking it with him. Nah, I don't see you, I don't talk to you, I don't nothing, right? Because I see you, you know what I'm saying? So I just would not acknowledge the nigga at all, right? And it just started burning him up, right? But also, I didn't know. Shout out to my nigga Fat Sean, man. Shout out to my nigga Fat Sean, you know what I'm saying? Richmond shit. This nigga, he was down for armed robbery. This nigga was like 400 pounds. I don't know how he was running down on shit, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Because that nigga made Big Pun look like Lil Pun type shit. That's my nigga though, you know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Sean. But he came up to me one day and was like, Jersey. They call me Jersey. They don't even really know me as, Jones or Serius, man. They call me Jersey because I don't be on no rapper shit, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going through a situation like that, I'm just a man, you know what I'm saying? So, long story short, every now and then you have a cipher or whatever, but he comes up to me like, yo, Jersey, yo, I gotta tell you something, bro. Like, I'm like, what's up? He like, yo, niggas don't respect no sucker shit, man. We ain't with that backdoor funny shit. I'm like, what happened? He like, yo, that bitch ass nigga, I ain't gonna say his name because he ain't getting no clout off this. The nigga like, yo, this nigga gonna be like, yo, if this nigga Jersey don't give my money, we gonna have to show him how we get down and all this. And he like, I'm like, what? He like, yeah. And then we all laughing about it because it's like, you ain't even built like that. We've been here for a year together. Like, you know what I'm saying? You the type of nigga that you ain't had a one confrontation in this motherfucker. I got all kind of write-ups. I got 3-4 fights on paper. I'm like, what? You ain't even that guy. So it's just like, oh, that's why he's acting like that, right? They call him torpedoes out there, right? That's what they call him. Somebody that's just willing to, just like that, just just jump out for nothing and, you know what I'm saying, be a crash dummy, right? Because they want the clout, right? They want to be the clout, the guy that got off on you or something, right? So, if I'm lying, I'm dying on my daughter. I'm out on the yard, and some niggas, there's a fence to separate from the other side, right? And some people, but we could see them when they playing ball or whatever. So they come out there and they like, yo, somebody said that rapper nigga Serius Jones over there. And I'm like, nigga, that's me. And niggas like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, yo, on me, that's me. Niggas like, oh. So niggas all come over to the gate, right? And they're like, yo, niggas, fuck with you, dog. I'm like, salute my niggas. And here comes this bitch ass, big ass nigga behind me. Yeah, that is him. Y'all stay up, yo. I just turned around and walked inside. I hear him behind me. No, I'm sick of this shit, man. Fuck that nigga, man. He ain't got it like me. You did it. Like, it's like, this is literally whole tendencies. This is where you see another man mad that you won't be his friend. You don't know him. You got nothing in common with him. You don't have no mutual friends, nothing. He's just mad. He can't get next to you and look like he got the clout for being whatever. So if he can't get the clout from you that way, he's gonna try to get it the other way, right? Now, I'm telling the story backwards because the guy who had, put this, battery in his back, I ran down on him, right? Now, I'm not I'm not no bully or nothing like that, man. I don't even be trying to act like that. This guy's like 100 pounds with a soaking wet sheepskin and 2 pairs of boots on, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even feel right, like, doing nothing to him because he just immediately bitched up, right? So I pulled him in his cell like the principal office. Like, yo, let me holler at you, bro. You here telling niggas I owe you, bro? No, what? I ain't say that, man. I ain't say that. No, who said that? Yo, bro, don't nobody fucking else know that I got the weed from you. How the fuck would they know? Yo, I'm talking to me, flinching and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I wanted to just smack him, but it was just like, I don't even, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm just talking and I'm poking him in his forehead. Like, yo, my man, stop fucking playing my name in here, bro. Like, you know how I am, and you know what I'm fighting, you know what I'm facing. You in here playing with my shit? Now you gonna have other niggas getting spanked over this shit? Bro, play on my name again. I promise, Jersey, I ain't do that shit. I ain't do it. Yeah, all right, nigga. All right. I'll just walk the, all right. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Now, you don't put the battery in this goofy big old nigga's back to make him think that he's thinking, well, if he talking about him like this, then maybe it's okay. Maybe he's the oddball out. But hey, see the vibrations are high. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my guy? How you feeling? I'm in. Alright. How often does a swan come up to you and say hello? But anyway, so boom, right? So, swans be wanting to be cool with me, fake gangsters, you know what I mean? So long story short, the dude comes up and he's just woofing, but without being direct, right? Now it's about New York niggas and the East Coast and how they gotta know how we get down and all that. Little D, you idiot, I've been living out here 8 years, nigga. They all know me, I'm cutting their hair, I'm writing fucking poems and shit and fucking drawing cards for Valentine's Day for niggas and shit, like helping niggas with their cases. Like, this is the type of shit that I be on, bro. You trying to do this fake gangster move is just ostracizing you from the whole pod, because now they all looking at me like, Jersey, you know what I mean? Like, handle your business, wolf. So I'm like really trying to avoid it, to be honest. I don't want to fight this big ass nigga. And he's just a dick rider, so it's just annoying. Like, god damn, man. So I gotta beat you up because you want to be my friend? Like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, all right, I'm doing everything I can to avoid it, but to make you look like a host, right? So he comes around talking this, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Because gangsters this and talking about what gangsters do. And I'll just say one thing, like, gangsters don't do all that talking either. I just walk off, right? Like, I was just some asshole shit. Because now I'm like, you a bitch. And you out here terrorizing the pod. And they're all scared to fight him because he's 6'9". I was scared to fight. I didn't want to fight that big ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got shit. I be making shit, and I'm MacGyver when it comes to it, right? So I got samurai shit I done made out of plastic and all type of shit. So a sock with 25 batteries and all type of shit. So I just felt it that it was just the day, right? So I put the sock with the batteries in it. You got it, brother. Go ahead. All right. Put the sock with the batteries, you know what I'm saying, on me. and basically got ready. You know what I'm saying? Nigga came out doing all this indirect woofing again. I just said, yo, just come outside, bro. All right? He was like, oh, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Yeah, come outside. Just walked outside in the rec yard. Stretching, everybody like, oh, it's that rumble. Oh shit, going down today, right? And I already had like 3 in here, so they know like, yo. And I honestly, I get stressed out when I'm in them situations and I lash out. It's not good. It's not nothing to be proud of. It's bad, and I'm really working on myself. But long story short, when you in that type of situation, when you're really in a cage, when the police are really coming and taking your books, knocking your pictures of your daughter over, you know what I'm saying? Taking your water bags you're using to work out with because you can't even get weights. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really fucks with you mentally. That shit really make you be on some lash out shit. So I've lightweight been waiting for somebody like you because I know you. Right? So I'm like, ooh, now I'm gonna make an example out of this big ass nigga, right? I'm straight, I'm stretching, going like this, jumping jacks, all type of shit. He still ain't outside. Minute passed, 2 minute passed. Everybody standing around looking like, and there's gonna be somebody that's gonna be in the comments. If you was locked up with me, be in the comments under here and tell them, right? So he looking around, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm looking around, and nobody sees him. They just like, everybody just start fanning me out. Come back in, Jersey. Like, man, fuck that nigga, bro. You know that nigga cap, bro. Don't even worry about that nigga, bro. I'm like, nah, I ain't worried about it, but like, they like, nah, fuck that. They telling me like, nah, fuck that. Like, basically like, we gonna roll him up. Like, fuck that nigga. So I'm just like, all right. I take my shirt off though, and I get ready, cause these are the Cali rules. Now, if you acting like a gangster, right, and you acting like you got problems with another man, and that man then calls you out and says, all right, look, come in my cell, let's handle these problems, and you don't do it, the whole pod's gonna roll you up now. Now they're gonna roll you up and you can't live here anymore. You're gonna have to, you know what I mean, because you capping. And now it's on blast to everyone. So when it's like that, that's what happens. So now you gotta fight me, right? Now you gotta do it because you did all this shit, right? So he finally comes out with 2 pairs with some surgical gloves on his hands, right? I got all of this shit on my hand because, you know what I mean, we out here in the water with it. He comes out with these gloves on his hands and it's like he's ready now. And everybody's like, he's like, yeah, you know how you got to get some gloves, man. Nigga, I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? You got it, bro, right? I said, you got it, bro. I don't want no problem. He's like, oh, so you turned it down? I'm like, yep, I'm turning it down. You got it. Oh, so you saying you a bitch? Oh, yep.
How you doing?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Not gonna catch anything here.
Yeah, we shooting, we doing something else right now. Catching the vibes. But long story short, the guys like, the guys around are like, man, I'm like, yo, bro, you got it, man. But y'all got a saying, right? Get off where you mad at. Ain't that y'all saying? I'm like, I already came out here waiting for you. You doing all this capping. You're yelling about this. You're on the phone with your girl saying you're a gangster. I don't believe it, bro. So just pop off on me. If you mad, pop off, bro. And I just sat down and deliberately in front of across my leg like this in front of the TV, right? I'm just sitting there. He's standing right here. So he know he got to do something now. The whole day room is watching all this shit, right? So eventually, he goes argue with somebody for their shoes now. Yo, I need some shoes. Yo, nah, I need some real shoes. Now he needs some shoes. So finally, he intimidates some guy into giving him his shoes. And he comes over there itching up to me like this, right? Itching up. I'm just sitting there like this, right? I'm looking at my peripherals, but I'm acting like I'm not even looking at you. I'm just like looking like this. And he's like, come on, man, get up, man. I don't want to hit a nigga while you sit down. So I'm like, all right. So I stood up, right? Now, little do you know, I'll tell you that part after. So I stood up, and I ain't gonna lie, he inched his way in on some bitch shit, and he starts swinging, right? But it was like girly, like wind-uppy swings, right? He was windmilly. And I'm like, oh, like, right? But I ain't gonna lie, I underestimated his reach at first. He connected with like 2 of them shits, right? It was like, boom, boom. It was like, oh, right? I kind of like did the chin duck in, like, but that back leg was in place, so I just, you know what I mean? And I came back around with the hook and in with a good binger, and then he had a sweatshirt on. Always take your shirt off if you're fighting, especially in jail, because that's a weapon. Stupid. Took his shirt, made him 5'2". Pulled the shirt over his head and just pulled him down. And then just start pulling him around so he's off balance. So now he's like this, right? Just uppercutting him. Bing! Pulling him around. Bing! I'm just pulling around the day room, talking shit now. Bing! I could have really finished him. I could have pulled out the sock with the batteries and just out. But it was like, I was scared, to be honest. Because now they got the tasers out on you. Freeze! Da-da-da-da, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm honestly scared. So I just was like, I let him go, you know what I'm saying? And he was already leaking all out his mouth and all this shit. Now this nigga running around the people like, yo, I won. They like, no, nigga. He got in beef with another nigga because the nigga, you from my city. You supposed to say I run. You supposed to ride with me and shit. I'm like, yo, these niggas is crazy. They wound up rolling him up, just pack him somewhere. He told the police, told them we got in the fire. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about, but this is how cold the game is, right? So now, the people that's in this pod that's supposed to be the G's from this city, right? I ain't even from here, nigga. Ain't nobody from the East Coast nowhere in this whole shit. And I gotta be the guy to roll up the guy that's just terrorizing it on the black car? That's supposed to be y'all job. This is y'all city, nigga. So the white, if I'm lying, I'm dying. The Mexican nigga came up. Still was like a senile American, me or some shit. He came up walking slow and was like, hey, Lobo, why'd you hold back, man? right, that's what he said. They call me Lobo because of the wolf, you know what I'm saying? He like, hey, Lobo, why'd you hold back, man? And I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared when the police was on me. He was like, nah, I feel you, bro. He's like, well, you represent it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He stepped off. I'm like, my nigga. The white dude came up. Dude that was the rep for the whites, he came up and he just said one thing. He was like, I'm a fucking hero, bro. Walked off. Because they hated this nigga, you know what I'm saying? You singing, terrorizing the pod all times at night, people can't sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like, they hated him. He said, you're my fucking hero, bro. Just walked off. The nigga that's, supposedly the nigga comes up all, what's up, yeah, you did your thing, you did your thing. You could tell it wasn't genuine, you didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? He was feeling away, for real. So what winds up happening later, basically niggas, they try to do some funny shit later, you know what I'm saying? This same nigga, because jealousy's a motherfucker, you know what I mean? So once you cutting everybody's hair, busting their ass in basketball, doing this and this, it's like, you a community nigga on one level, but then that one right there, it took it to another level where niggas like, all right, this nigga do it, like, he did it, do it too much, like, you know what I'm saying? But ironically, actually, when there was a brewing jumpage, right? Because some nigga, they ain't never said nothing to me this whole time. Been trying to be my friend. He's actually in there facing life for stealing a fucking Pepsi. He tried to steal a fucking Pepsi from 7-Eleven. The motherfucker tried to stop him. He stole him. The nigga fell, hit his head, damn near died. Now you facing, when you hit somebody in the commission of a burglary or a theft, it becomes a robbery. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're a 3-time nigga that sleeps in tents and shit like this, trying to steal a fucking soda. This is the nigga that wind up trying to have a problem with me afterwards, right? And this is how God worked, right? Because he must have knew this. So, my man DJ, shout out to my man DJ for Oakland. Long story short, you gotta have a hearing. They gave me an assault charge for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, you look like the aggressor. You won the fight, so you was the aggressor. I'm like, nigga, I literally, deliberately did it like this, so he had to pop on me first. How you popped on me first? How the fuck I'm the aggressor? Looks like you won, and fuck it. I guess you're the aggressor, right? So the niggas, he comes and he said, yo, I'm gonna be a witness for you. I'm gonna be your witness. Because he's from there, and this was his cellmate when he was in prison. He had a cell, this was his cellmate, and he's like, man, this nigga was my cellie for months. This nigga ain't do shit but be sleep off Seroquel and fucking be asking permission to shit and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, the vibrations are high, but y'all gotta chill out, nature, all right? Let's finish this. Long story short, basically, ironically, had the hearing, he went up to the police and told them, yo, this dude don't bother nobody, he don't have no problems, he cut everybody's hair, he just be chilling around his business. This dude was on some whack shit, and he defended himself, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas tried to make that into something, like, as if, like it was me that, like, you gotta have a hearing in front of the police, it's all on paper. It shows you right there, whatever you said. I don't talk to no police. I told them niggas straight up, look, y'all ain't gotta talk to me, because I'm sure y'all already looked at everything, and I have the right to defend myself. The two things I said. You know what I'm saying? Right there in the statement. You can't even make it up, because they put it there. black and white. But a lot of niggas behave, you know what I'm saying? So ironically, this same tent sleeping ass nigga that if I ever do see again, he's gonna be sleeping somewhere else. But nigga basically came out the blue, made up a lie, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't like how I was looking to the pod now, you know what I'm saying? And said that I said some bullshit that I didn't say, and came out the blue and tried to steal me. Ooh, I ducked, turned around, started sharing. All of a sudden, these same niggas that been sitting there next to you trying to be cool with you, all that, start lurching like little hyenas. You looking like, oh, you about to step up? Like, oh, like, what's up, nigga? Like, oh. Hate be a motherfucker, envy be a motherfucker. And niggas don't be wolves, they be hyenas a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? They gonna wait till it feels like, you know what I'm saying, the advantage is whatever. It'll be a time when you just did some dope ass shit that they should be